Okay, question. What's the most amount of money you'd ever spend on a pair of shoes? Another question. What's the most amount of money you'd ever spend on these shoes? Well, I can almost guarantee you that the amount that you'd be willing to spend on these shoes is not even close to how much they're going for. Not even close. Want to know why? Well, just hear me out. So a few days ago, NBA draft prospect Lonzo Ball dropped his new shoe, the Big Baller brand. What kind of Payless Walmart-ass name brand is Big Baller brand? Zo2 Primes. Let's take a look. And in my new favorite shoe tragedy since Steph Curry's geriatric shoes, the price tag on these have set the internet ablaze. These plastic-ass looking car payments are going for, wait for it, $495. Yes! And soon as these shoes were released with that price tag, the internet, of course, did what it's best at. But wait, it gets better. There's another version of these shoes called the Zo2 Wet, which is supposedly signed by Lonzo Ball himself. Those are going for $995. Oh, and did I mention they're also doing sandals for $220? Now, there's a few things that you need to understand if you're not familiar with this whole story or the Ball family. Lonzo Ball is one of the best college basketball players in the country. In the coming NBA draft, he'll probably be like a top 5, top 3 pick. He's really good. But the reason why he's so talked about isn't because he's super nice on the court, but it's because of his dad, LeVar Ball. The best way that I could describe LeVar Ball is, have any of you been on a sports team when you were a kid, or have like a kid on a team, and there's always that one team parent who's like way too loud and obnoxious and is always like hyping up his kid while on the rest of the kids on the team, and is like way too involved with the management of the team because he or she thinks that they know everything about the game? Yeah, well, that's LeVar Ball, but on steroids. Plus add in periodic appearances on ESPN, and you've just created the nightmare team parent with national exposure. And LeVar is the one that's running this Big Baller brand for his son Lonzo. And when he was talking about them ugly ass sandals, this is what he said. Prada and Gucci is selling theirs for what they want. Ours is better than that. It feels better. I feel my sandals are worth $220. Hey, LeVar, real quick. I think you meant to say our sandals are worth $220, not my sandals are worth $220. Ain't nobody out here wearing LeVar Ball shoes, all right? And that's the problem here. People think that he's exploiting his son, that it's another case of a celebrity parent trying to use their kids for a chance at the limelight for themselves. But a lot of people aren't happy with the price of this shoe. Shaq himself, who has a line of discount shoes that he sells at Walmart so kids can afford them, tweeted out to LeVar Ball, "Real Big Baller brands don't overcharge kids for shoes." I mean, I kind of agree with Shaq here, because after looking at the Zo2s, I feel like those things belong on that same discount rack at Walmart next to Shaq's brand shoes. And here's the thing that I think the Big Baller brand is either delusional about or just really incredibly naive about, that when it comes to selling basketball shoes and the whole sneakerhead movement, what you're selling is cool. You're selling an image. You're selling an established commodity. I mean, when it comes to sneakerheads, they have like their own stock market when it comes to these shoes. And without that Jordan logo or that Nike check or those Adidas stripes on it, good luck trying to sell cool with a name brand, logo, and shoe that looks really cheap. And here's another thing that I'd argue. Buying these shoes is kind of a risk. Buying these shoes is like buying into a stock before it goes public, right? Because if you end up investing $500 on these pairs of shoes, you better be praying to God that Lonzo Ball is like the second coming of Michael Jordan. Because if he ends up being Sam Bowie, your shoes are worthless. Now you might all be saying, who the hell is Sam Bowie? And that's exactly my point. He was drafted ahead of Michael Jordan, and he was a bust. Because if Lonzo Ball ends up becoming a bust, then you just flushed $500 down the toilet. Because there's nothing cool about wearing the shoes of some guy who sucks. It's all about cool. buyer beware.